cracking. It is Thursday. June what? 26th. Yeah. 2025. Yeah. And we probably have no viewers right now. This is all Turf's fault. Blame me. Boo me. I've been terrible for the past few weeks here. That is no one's fault but my own. A lot going on, man, as far as back and forth, traveling, kids and gymnastics. I mean, not gymnastics, but track and field. So yeah, man, we're going to get into all of that. But first and foremost, what's going on, Spence? How you doing, man?
Pretty good, man. Just got my Celtics hat on, enjoying this draft.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to dig into that a little bit, man. Now that you say that.
I don't know anybody in this draft, right, outside of, like, the big names. But we drafted some guy from Spain.
Spain?
Yeah. Looks good. Spain. He's 19.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, we'll see. Gonzalez.
Cool. That's what's up, man. I have not paid any attention. I don't even know if my guy did the right thing. And Mr. Nico Harrison. Shout out to my guy Nico, man. I'm assuming he did get Mr. Cooper flag.
Blind, deaf, dumb. You could have hit that pick.
Bingo. So they are back in action. Am I wrong? I didn't like that. I didn't like that space, Spence. You got to talk. You got to elaborate.
I mean, your top two guys are Kyrie and AD.
True.
It's an equal injury list.
Yeah, yeah.
As a matter of fact, I don't think you're going to see Kyrie until like January.
Right.
If you're lucky.
Yeah. No, that's
then who knows? Coming what? He's got ACL, I think.
Yeah.
So he's coming off.
Yeah, he's definitely got issues.
Usually, you can just wipe out that entire year.
Right.
Even when he comes back, he won't be himself.
I agree.
But you know what? Congratulations to Kyrie. I saw he just signed a 3-year extension.
Hey. Kyrie in the building. I mean, yeah. I mean, we don't know what he's going to look like, to be honest.
No.
But yeah, that'll be interesting.
We'll see. And AD he's AD. When he's playing, he's good. So
right.
Same thing with Kyrie. When he's playing, he's good.
Right. I agree. Shout out to Jason Henry. Jason Henry, hi. Hi, man. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out my little chat thing over here. It's not coming up. So normally I would post that. But hi, Mr. Jason Henry. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. Yeah.
That's it.
Talk about
Make sure you like and subscribe.
That's right. Please,
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, thumbs up. Hit the thumbs
like and
up.
subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Yeah, please. So, yeah, let's talk about that first round. The people you do know. I'll be honest. I don't mean to put you on the spot. Take your time. I'm still trying to make sure I can also figure out this chat situation I got going on, so that
as a matter of fact, I'm bringing up the live draft right now, so we can keep an eye on it as things go through. Not that I know anybody in the second round. I know the Celtics traded out of the 34th pick,
right,
or 32nd pick. They traded for one pick for 4 picks. Wow.
Yeah. They got a haul, man. They got a haul. I mean, right?
Let's see what we got going on here. We got these are second round. Do you want to start with the first round?
Yes, please.
All right, So, of course, number 1 overall was Cooper Flag.
Hey.
And he's, been the number 1 pick probably since he was 16.
Exactly. 100%. Without a doubt.
Number 2, son of Ron Harper.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. Where did he go?
He went second overall to the Spurs, who ironically already have a point guard.
What? But I mean, still, you need minutes. I mean, where else would you rather go? I mean, I would.
Yeah, I mean,
if I was him, I would be ecstatic about that.
oh, for sure, he should be ecstatic. That's a young team on the rise, but they look to me like they're gonna have to make a decision. Like you're not gonna run with 2 point guards,
right?
You're either gonna punt De'Aaron Fox,
right,
or you're gonna try and make Dylan Harper a shooting guard.
Yep. No, that makes a whole lot of sense.
But we'll see how that works. I mean, De'Aaron Fox probably got some value if they want to move on from him, but
correct, a little bit, anyways.
Yeah, he was all defensive team. He was, I don't know. I think he might have. Was he rookie of the year? I think he might have been his when he got drafted.
Yeah, it's very possible.
Third overall was the 76ers, and they went with the Baylor kid VJ.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. That makes sense.
6'4", 193. That's my problem with these guys, like these draft picks. It's like they're like 5 years away from being legitimate contributors.
They're so far off, right?
Yeah. Like, and I mean, this is the third pick in the draft.
Jeez.
I mean, VJ might be okay, but he's got to put on some weight. 6'4", 193. I mean, that's thin.
That's wild.
That's thin.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Wow.
Harper's 6'5", 213. I mean, Flag is 6'8", 221. But we already know Flag can play with the NBA players.
Right.
I'm guessing if Harper is cut from the same cloth as his dad and his brother, he's gonna be the same kind of thing. Yeah,
he's gonna be a problem.
I don't know much about Edgecombe. I mean, it says here solid, non-spectacular pick. That's kind of a bad thing to say about the third overall pick. Solid, right. Not spectacular.
That's wild.
Number 4 was the Hornets. Knuppel out of Duke. 6'5", small forward. I think this dude is the shooter, right? If I'm not mistaken, he was the shooting specialist on that team.
Right. Okay, so I think I finally got things back working as expected. Casey, ratings are trash in the NFL. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. First and foremost, what is a Radies? A Radies, you got a basketball joint on, so I can't, critique your team just yet till you give me that important, pertinent information. And I'm here all night. Spence is here all night. Patriots fan on Spencer's side. Raiders fan on this side. Yeah,
Casey, come on. What's your question? I see.
What's your question, man?
Let's see it. What's the question?
We're all ears. We'll open it up early today.
It's not about the Radies.
Exactly. But while he's thinking and typing, or she, right? It could be a she, Casey, right? Never know. Yeah, but while they're thinking, we'll continue. It feels good to be back on the mics with you, man. I got to be honest, man. It's been a while. Hey, all of you people over at TikTok, don't forget, come on over to YouTube, like and subscribe. That's both channels, right? Titletown Sports Talk. That's Spencer, Spence, and myself, of course. Yeah. The Ultimate Raider Fan 32. I got a whole bunch of them. Don't worry about it. I'm glad you guys are here. We're going to talk about it all, too, because boxing is heating up. Shout out to my guy, Coach Mr. Reyes, right? But, yeah, his question or her question, and I don't want to disrespect you, Casey, right? See, I'm not trying to, come off, on the wrong foot, even though you immediately attack my Raiders. I'm assuming Raiders, right, whatever. But yeah, did you guys see Cooper Flag to the Mavs? Yes, right. Impossible not to.
Saw it 6 months ago.
Exactly. There's no question that was going to be the case. You don't know Casey, right? That's my guy. Nico, went to college with him. We both were in our respective sports at Montana State University, and yeah, we get to hear a little bit from what he's got going on, but obviously we don't get all the meat and juicy details until they come out. It's the man's job. So.
We want to know what the kickback was for trading Luka to LA.
Yeah, one day I'll get that and I'll divulge it. It won't be until he's probably on his deathbed for all we know, right? So, but
he's
yeah,
not in the league anymore.
Exactly, he definitely won't be in the league. But yeah, that was pretty easy to see, man. Hey, shout out to the X supporters too, man. We got like 40 people on X. X is always, hooking us up when it comes to viewers. Yeah, y'all should definitely feel free to chat it up. Come on over to YouTube, right? Instagram. We're on all the platforms, right? We even have it on Twitch, right? So yeah, come on through.
Or one person.
I know, right? We always get one person. It's the strangest thing, man. It's strange. We always get one person. But hey, I appreciate that one person. Yeah.
Even if it is Twitch.
I know, right? Even if it is and only Twitch, yeah. But yeah, what was where did we leave off as far as the first round?
So we're down to let's see here. Oh, we were down to number 5. 5 is Utah Jazz. They picked up Ace Bailey out of Rutgers.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a good pick. I like this one. Like, no surprise, Danny Ainge. Ainge getting the guy.
Yeah, he's Danny Ainge. I mean, yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
And he just signed away his son from us. He was the assistant GM in Boston. Then Austin.
Really?
Yeah, Austin's out there now. Working with his dad.
Interesting.
Yeah, bummer, but I'm glad that he's gets to go out there and hang out with his dad.
Right.
I know they're tight.
Yeah.
But Ace made some news because he came out and said that he gave a list of teams he didn't want to go to.
Yeah, I saw that, man, and he went to the one he didn't, right? Utah.
Yeah, Utah was one of the ones he didn't want to go to.
I found that to be comedy.
Yep. And I think he'll end up being pretty happy there. That's they're going to put a good team on the floor next year or two.
Yeah, I agree.
And Ace Bailey will probably be central to that. So.
Yep, I think you're right. Yeah, I feel his sentiment. I get it. I mean, it's Utah, man, and I mean, Salt Lake City, Utah. There is not a whole lot. I mean, don't get me wrong; it's definitely got its perks.
On the flip side, there's not a lot of trouble to get into out there either.
Bingo. There's not a lot of money to spend, right? All kinds of things from that respect. I see you, Casey. You keep flooding the channel with I have a question. Yeah, are you gonna be a pain tonight? You know what I mean? You still talking about my squad?
I bet you they want to know if Cooper Flag went to the Mavs. That's my guess.
Yep. Right. So.
All right, Casey, let us know what the question is.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
And please don't be anything about the Mavs.
This dude or chick. You still won't even tell me if you're a chick or dude. I don't want to get into that conversation.
And honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, it doesn't matter if Cooper Flag went to the Mavs.
Yeah,
because they're going nowhere.
Well, yeah, I have to agree because they're coming off injury. There's all kinds of stuff they're coming off that. Yeah, I wouldn't look to see anything significant. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. But yeah, I'm gonna put this comment up there, Casey, just because you know what I mean. You actually took the time to do what we requested. You actually went and subscribed because that's the only way you can do this. Because I set it up so that the only way you can chat is because you are a subscriber. So
Casey wants to know who the Lakers are taking.
Yeah, I just saw it. So here we go. Casey, can you guys tell me who are the Lakers taking in the NBA draft? We have the 55th pick.
55th pick.
I think it's got to be, right? And that would be this round, right? So
Bronny. Oh God. Is there another James out there that they can draft?
Yeah. And am I wrong, or did I hear that he was out? He's gone. The new management.
I don't know if Bronny's gone.
No, not Bronny, but his dad. Maybe it was probably some BS.
No, that's got to be a lie.
It was some BS. Yeah, it was probably some BS for sure. But I had saw that somewhere.
They're coming up 55. We're at pick 49 right now. Let's see. Ooh, that guy. All right.
I swear my dogs are driving me crazy, man.
Yeah, they are.
You can hear them, right?
Oh, I can. They're committed.
Aren't they?
They're committed.
My dogs are wild, man. I love them to death, but they just can't.
All right, let's see who we got. We got best available. Let's take a look. So you got about 6 picks left.
Right.
For them, I'm going to say...
Really quick, I'm going to put your message up there, man. Like I said, you subscribe, so shout out to Casey. The Raiders are trash in the NFL. The Steelers are the best team. So now at least I know what your favorite team is. So I have to at least assume I know what your favorite team, which is the Steelers. And I am curious. How do you feel? I'm curious. I have a question for you, Casey. How do you feel about your quarterback and the fact that you didn't draft him? How do you feel about that? How does that feel, Casey? Shout out to the Ultimate Sports Network in the building. Appreciate you coming through. Hope you enjoy the show as always. Cavs versus Knicks ECF. No idea what that means.
Eastern Conference Finals. He's calling his shot right now. It's going to be Knicks and the Cavs. That's not much of a a reach right there. I mean, those are the two.
Right. Top dogs.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, and it's going to take y'all a while, right? Tatum's not coming back.
We traded Drew Holiday for
Anthony
Simmons.
That's right. You guys sure did.
Right? We traded KP for nothing.
Yeah.
Capper.
I was gonna say bag of
George Niang.
Shout out to Miss Vicky's. That is my favorite potato chip. I don't know why I'm giving free advertisement, but yeah. Shout out to Miss Vicky's.
Let's see. Here's the thing for the Lakers. They absolutely have no choice but to draft a big.
Right.
They have no size.
Right.
Of any skill level.
Yep.
With any skill. So they're gonna have to go. I don't even know who the pick would be. I'm going through looking at who the centers that have been drafted right now. Maybe the dude from China.
Okay.
He's not real agile though. That's the only problem.
You can kill that thing. Those days in the NBA are long gone. You will
but dude, like you're 55, like what are you gonna do? You gotta take someone.
Yep. Good point.
I don't know.
Shout out to those TikTok people. Come on through. Come on over to the YouTube space, Instagram space. Get your chat on, ask some questions. Come on in, man. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That's interesting. Yeah. I honestly, I'm getting back into basketball, but it's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not like there's just a lot of there's so many people, right, that don't live here anymore, that that's coming from overseas, so you really honestly don't know anything unless you are really truly a ball head, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. It's hard. These players are young, like you're saying. You're getting drafted in the first round in the NFL. Everybody's expecting you to play ASAP yesterday, right? And you're gonna make an impact. NBA, you could be a number one pick, and like Wembanyama, and it's like, yeah, we know it's gonna take him some time. It's just very different worlds,
Yeah, it's like the dude from the UConn kid from the Spurs who won Rookie of the Year last year. I mean, he averaged 15 points a game.
Right. Yep.
And I'm getting in arguments with people on X because they don't want to give him up for Jaylen Brown. I'm like, dude, like Jaylen Brown's all NBA.
Right.
He's won a championship. He's been a Finals MVP.
Yep.
This kid's just coming off his rookie season. I don't care that he won Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, I agree. So I did see my guy is in the building. Where'd he go? Here we go. Pigs. Raptors draft pick got pretty controversial on social media. Fans think he was not happy about being picked by Toronto because he said FK and shook his head. Yeah,
I saw that.
Wasn't. Yeah, he was not happy. You're absolutely right. He was not.
You could read his lips. Definitely an F-bomb.
He was not happy. I mean, and I get it because of the cold. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to live in Toronto from that respect, but
Toronto's a cool city, though.
Exactly. If I could deal with the cold, man, that would actually be my number one choice right now. Say, I'm not joking. It would be my number one choice. I got a chance to visit Toronto on a couple occasions. One of my favorites is called Caravanas. I want to say the largest West Indian festival in the world. It's ginormous. Shout out to my boy Kiki. Kenyatta Morgan, he played some semi-pro up there. I traveled all over the place with my guy, and Toronto was one of them. Man, it's expensive. It's packed. It's a city. It's probably not what people expect, but I love it. I do. I really do.
As long as it's not cold.
Right. Exactly. And they have summers. They just don't last that long.
Yep.
Definitely don't last that long, but yeah, they definitely have them, man. All right, we got my guy Chewy in the building. OKC. You deserve that because y'all are champs, man. Hey, shout out to OKC. My guy Chip, he's born and raised out there in Oklahoma. He's more than excited. I'm happy for the franchise. How do you feel about that? We haven't had a chance to talk about the finals and what your thoughts were. That's right.
They're a good team.
I screwed up. Yep, we were supposed to actually watch Game 7, but Turf messed that up and got sick. And yeah, but anyways, yeah, talk about it, man. What did you think? I did.
I thoroughly enjoyed the series.
Game 7.
Yeah. Game 7, I was so down for Game 7, and then Halliburton came out on fire. Yeah. Looked like he was just gonna burn OKC to the ground.
Yes.
3 trays in a row, and then boom. Yeah. Achilles is gone. That was it. I was surprised. they hung on for a little while. They went into the halftime with a lead, but OKC is, I mean, you can't beat OKC without your guy.
Nope, not at all.
Just not happening. They're just going to wear you down and wear you out.
Yep, absolutely. And I think Pigs just said that, man. Or no, that was Chewy's. Yeah, he said Halliburton went out. Game was a wrap.
I told my son before we were talking about it. He's like, "What do you think's gonna happen?" I was like, "Halliburton's going for 40 tonight."
Yeah.
I was like, "You can book it right now. He's going for 40."
And he started out.
He was well. Dude,
yeah, he was 9 points. 9 points.
He was on his way.
Yeah, he was crushing it. He was absolutely crushing it. So we got a new person, I want to say. Your mom channel said hi. Shout out to your mom channel. But hey, your mom channel actually has a great question. And maybe it's because you actually watch us and know where we're from. Because if you do, you all know we are from the great state of Texas. And we end our show, how, Spence?
Hook 'em.
Hook 'em. So what do you think of Matthew Golden going to the Packers? Great question. I absolutely hate it because the Packers are stacked. They didn't need him from that respect. No. That kid, I wanted him. He'd be perfect on the Raiders as a number one wideout. Are you kidding me?
He'd be perfect on the Patriots.
I'm telling you, boy, I would have adored that guy being on our team. And I think the Packers are really strong. This is the first time they've drafted a wide receiver, right, in the first round in how long? Maybe ever, I think, right? That's why your boy Rodgers was always pissed at him. They never would, draft him any help from that respect. I thought it was.
But they always had wide receivers, always have and always will. They draft that position extremely well. They may not go for first round guys, but they know what they're looking for.
I agree wholeheartedly, and I don't see
who's not making that team is my question.
Right. Yeah. Somebody's going to get picked up immediately, effectively out of that wide receiving group, and could eventually start. Right. Could eventually start. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting. Very interesting. Are you reading some of the chats?
Oh yeah, I'm sure Casey. She's going after your Raiders again.
Uh-oh.
She's staying away from the Patriots.
That's because she doesn't see anything, or he. Man, Casey, tell us what you are, man. I'm tired of disrespecting you right now because I don't know if you're he. Don't have me calling you he, she. We got
it sounds like a girl.
Yeah, I know. I think so. With a K-A-C-I. Yeah, I'm gonna
sounds
say
like a girl.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go for.
She did. Jason Tatum, just so you know, Casey, not out for the season. Yeah, most likely won't be useful next season, right. But we don't know. He might. The timeline right now has him coming back in like January, February.
Yep.
So. Typically, Achilles is tough, though. So we'll see.
Correct. And
he already had the surgery done. He's in recovery.
Yeah, he's already. Right now. Yeah, he's already gone.
Yeah. So.
And I agree with you, Pigs. Injuries really suck in basketball because next man up is not as big a thing.
No,
I agree.
When you're typically like running a rotation of like 8 guys, right? Like the number one guy going down doesn't. You don't have a backup for him.
Not at all. And another one on Pigs. I really wanted Raptors to draft Carter Bryant. He went to the Spurs. Love his upside. Danny Green, but more explosive.
Yeah, Carter Bryant was another nice pick for the Spurs.
I was going to say, why are the Spurs winning like this? This is crazy.
The Spurs.
Yeah, I
They're
mean,
the Spurs.
Pop is gone, though. Like, who's doing this? Who's their coach now?
Shoot, what's his name?
Yeah, who is their coach?
I'll have to look that up. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, that's interesting, to say the least.
Mitch Johnson.
Don't even know who that is.
I don't
honestly. I'm not gonna even sit here and lie. I don't even know who that is, man. Yeah, that. Sorry.
And Brian Wright is the GM that's making all these picks.
Okay, he
succeeded R.C. Buford from 2019.
So he's been doing this since 19.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's got Rookie of the Year last year. It's Stephon Castle.
Yeah,
he's got Wemby.
Yeah,
he's drafted some good players.
He's pulling some miracles out, man. Giants fan 31 in the building. Hey, appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show, man. Yeah, Giants fan. How do y'all feel about? I got a question for you, Giants fan 31. How do you feel about this Jackson Dart character that you drafted? You happy about that?
They're drinking the Kool-Aid hard in New York.
Are they? They drinking it hard, huh? Because I get mixed. I get mixed feelings on it, depending on.
I'm gonna warn you now. Temper your expectations, Giants fan, because he's not that guy.
He's not ready. They've already said that Russell Wilson's starting. At least that's what through the grapevine.
Yeah, but you don't draft a guy in the first round and sit him for the whole year. He'll be starting by mid-season.
Hey, that's if, right? Russell doesn't get it together. And to be honest, Russell's got some pieces to build on. I mean, right? I mean, he's got neighbors. He's got, he's got a new running back that people think is going to actually do something in Mr. Scatterboo, right? He's got, who is their tight end? Don't they have a really decent tight end?
They drafted one, maybe 2 to 3 years of development. Yeah.
Right. But yes, I agree. I agree with you, Pigs. He is a project like most. Needs at least 2-3 years of development. 100%. 100%. And as I expected, Casey came through just like I thought she would. Patriots are trash. They're the worst team in the NFL. Y'all need a new quarterback. Get good next season? Now that's ridiculous. This is just trolling right here. You don't.
Who's Casey's team? Did she say?
She said the Steelers. Yeah. Oh. So this is total trolling. Yeah. This is.
Come back after the Steelers play the Patriots.
You guys do play each other this year.
Oh yeah, we do.
That's gonna be interesting.
I'm gonna bookmark that one. Casey. Once we beat the Steelers that week, I'm gonna show this little comment again.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
I have a long memory.
Yeah, he's gonna be looking for you, Casey. You're in trouble. Yep. Yeah. But I'm trying to think. Yeah, the Giants, they are so far behind. They are literally the bottom of that division.
I saw somebody tiering teams in the NFL, and they had the Giants like near the top. I was like,
no way. Yes. No way.
Yes.
Yeah, that
I was like, did I miss something? Like this team was like hot trash last year. Now people think that they're because they got Russell Wilson.
Impossible. Marcus Banks in the building. Turf, my G. Heard it. Appreciate you for coming through as always, my G.
We are going to win.
Against the Patriots? I doubt it. You don't have a quarter. I don't see Aaron Rodgers and company getting along, honestly. I just don't.
Aaron Rodgers was cooked 4 years ago.
Yep.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
And he beat us good last year, but that was his only game.
Right.
And our defense was terrible last year.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Uh-oh. What happened?
I don't know. I just heard a beat.
Cash. Yeah.
What was that?
Oh no, it's my CPU. But we're good.
Oh.
Yeah, we're good. I'm just scared to click on certain buttons. No, I'm joking. It actually it's cut off several times in previous streams, and it just comes back on. So even if it does shut off, it's just telling me the CPU is running low. No biggie. No biggie at all. We still got well over 40 people watching on X. Appreciate y'all. I don't know how many have come through on TikTok. It's just crazy. It always is, man. I wish we could get those people over on YouTube, all the rest of the platforms, and start jumping in here, man, and telling us what it is in these sports world and the sports streets.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like we're having a tough time in Boston right now.
Yeah.
The only hope we got left is the Patriots. Everybody's putting their hope in Drake May. We'll see.
I mean, well, and it's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad actually. Shout out to my guy, man. We getting super chats up in the building, man. I appreciate you, man. That is, man, you have no idea, Mr. Banks, man. You have no idea. I really, really appreciate you, man. We don't do this to, try to make $1 bazillion, all that nonsense. We really get up here to talk it, talk that talk and talk to our peoples, man. We fans just like you. You know what I mean? When it comes to all of this sports stuff, man. And we like to hear the people. So I appreciate that, man. I really do. Thank you. Thank you. Shout out to Mr. Banks. Where are they at in the draft right now?
We are. Let's check.
I'm curious. I am curious. Because this is the last night, isn't it?
Pick 55 right now. Casey was real concerned about the Lakers. It's coming.
Yep.
We're on the clock. We're going to find out. Let's see if they even have a center available to draft.
Probably not. Yeah, they're in big time need for a center. Like, they're in the dump. In the dump.
I haven't seen any. Amari Williams was the last center I saw go.
Let me see. Where's it? Is it on
Johnny Broom? Kalkin Bruner went at 34 and 35. Yeah. So, like, basically all the centers are available.
Oh, they are available. So they're gonna have to pick the best one. Who do you think is the best one that fits?
It's like, I mean, when you're getting down into the second, we're talking.
Yeah, it's a lot of. Yeah, the NBA draft is so wild. It's so very different than any of the other drafts.
Position rank. Let's see how they did. I don't even know who went in the first round, actually. Let me take a look at the centers from the first.
We got a new person in the building, Miss Eileen Santos, 495. Hello. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. Bam.
Oh, no. All right, so the Chinese guy went 16.
To who?
He went to Memphis.
Oh!
Yang Hansen.
Wow.
He went early.
He sure did. He went to go play with your boy. What's his name over there?
Ja.
Yeah, Ja. In the city that Stephen A is scared of.
Yeah. So anybody should be scared of.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Memphis is rough. And my brother,
you're in a tough spot when they shot their own NBA star.
Yeah, it's wild.
Lorenzen Wright.
Wild.
Child of Memphis, NBA star, gunned down.
That's
in Memphis.
in Memphis.
By his own people.
It's wild. Absolutely wild. But hey, that's Memphis, man. That's what y'all do up there, man. So we got Casey up in here. She got more to say. So before you guys play us, you guys need a new quarterback and a new team. Your team is trash. Your quarterback is going to throw a pick six to the touchdown. Casey, all right, you're starting to sound strange. You're starting to sound like a person that doesn't know sports. You're a fan, but yeah, come on, because Drake May is absolutely an up and coming quarterback that a lot of people wish they had. Yeah. That's just facts. Yeah, there's no question.
Well, again, we'll see. We'll see if Aaron Rodgers can beat him.
Dude, and that's what's so mind-boggling. You have Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback, and you have the nerve to call somebody else's quarterback garbage. Jesus. Oh, Casey.
Reynard, Sikorsky, Amari Williams.
Yeah, shout out to all these TikTok people, man. I just keep seeing join. Guess what? We got a live chat. Y'all should start chatting it up.
Yep.
Ask some questions. Any questions? Talk your talk. Who's your team? I'd like to know. Yeah, we got NFL. We're talking NFL here shortly in a second. I just wanted to.
There's just a couple people left. It's Dylan Caldwell, Vladislav Golden, Clifford Amon Rui, Victor Lakin, and Samson Johnson. Those are the only centers left in this draft.
And no one knows these people.
Yeah, it's Dylan Caldwell went to Auburn. He's 6'11". Only 7-footer left is Golden out of Michigan. And I don't know much about him.
And if he's coming out of Michigan and you don't know much about him, man, I think that kind of speaks volumes.
Yeah, it looks like he doesn't look like he played that poorly. Looks like double-double kind of guy.
Yeah,
rim protector.
Okay. That's different.
30, 10 and 9 in his last game, 33 minutes.
That's
he had two blocks and a steal.
Yeah, I stand corrected.
Can't really shot 22% from the floor.
Yeah, I stand corrected.
Yeah, it's I don't know. That was in there. That was the game they lost to Auburn.
Right.
So we'll see. But I mean, he's 7 feet. He's got some height. I don't know if he's any better than what they got, but
right. Huh. What do you know? Our favorite person. We love you, Casey. What's the great question you have now?
Casey.
I have a great question. By Casey. We're waiting to hear it. And while we're waiting to hear it, when is the Vegas expansion team going to have a chance? I know there's a specific year. Do you know
for basketball?
Yeah. Right, because that kind of fell off.
I have not heard a date.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that kind of fell off.
I heard rumors for a while, but then it stopped. I don't know.
I'm also curious and wondering if my Oakland A's are moving on schedule in terms of it now being a Las Vegas place, right? What?
Is it still happening?
The Oakland A's? Yes. I don't know why. The stadium's being built, unless I done missed some news that some breaking news.
I heard something about one of the suburbs building a park to try and keep them.
Really? Where'd you hear that at?
I don't know. I just saw it on I can't remember what probably on Twitter.
Really?
That's where I see everything, yeah.
That's interesting. You hurt my feelings with that because everybody should know that. I want all of my teams to be in one spot because that's eventually where I'll be, baby. Vegas. Yeah, see? Exactly, Jimbo. The Jimbo. I see you. I don't know why. I gotta find out how to get see translation. How to post these up on the screen because they're coming from TikTok. But yes, the Jimbo. Shout out to the Jimbo. He says, "Thought I read Vegas broke ground. I read the same thing, and I just
Yeah, I
completely
heard
assumed
that too, but then I saw a story saying that it was like a last ditch effort. They were trying to keep the team
right."
up there, and they were trying to build a stadium. Let me see. Like,
And
open
you
it.
know what? I just noticed that. My bad, Chewy. That's an actual super chat, man. OKC. That's a super chat for $1.99, man. Again, you've been coming through supporting all of us for quite some time now, man. And yeah, I appreciate that. Every penny counts. As y'all know, we got Baby Rundown. Baby Rundown needs some Pampers. Right? So, we got all kinds of things, where things can be helpful for the Raiders syndicate and our brother over here, even though he's a Patriots fan in terms of Spence. Yeah, we appreciate the hookup, man. Yeah, now I'm going to actually share this when I go out to lunch with Spence, man. I'm going to buy him a drink on y'all.
All right.
Exactly. So make sure Spence gets in on it too, right? This is Dead in the Water. It's not Dead with Terrence.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes,
So
sir.
I'm gonna retract what I said because I'm gonna say it was fake news. Sometimes you get caught up with the fake news on Twitter. People with these parody accounts.
Yes.
I don't see that. I just checked the news and you're right. They did break ground.
They did.
Yep.
Yeah. So
$1.75 billion stadium.
Hey, yeah, and it's gonna be built like an amphitheater, I believe, and it's outdoors, which I don't.
Yeah.
That's the part I'm confused on.
It's gonna have a shell-shaped roof.
It's Vegas, so how are you going to keep? Like, what are they going to do?
So you're gonna be able to open it.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, man.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
So, all right. I see it.
What's that?
I see it.
What's that?
The rendering.
Okay.
It looks like it's going to be all right. Think of like having like a bubble over the park, and like it'll be retractable. It's kind of how it looks.
Okay.
So when they want to close it, just closes down.
Oh, so they can close it. See, that's the part that I was. Yeah, because there's no way it's Vegas. All right, so our favorite is back. I have a question for the guy in the green. So technically, we both have on green right now. I think you're doing it. We love.
I got more green, so
I
guess he or she is addressing me.
Bingo. So that's what we're gonna expect when this next question comes, Casey. Because this is right dead in the water with Turf, Spence, and Casey at this point right now. Chopping it up. Yeah, more than ever, if you will.
Wondering.
Yeah. So yeah,
starting to wonder how old Casey is.
I know. Yeah.
Right?
Is it the Limbo or is it the Jimbo? Man, I apologize if I'm saying it wrong, man. Oh, Jim, it's Jimbo. So, yeah, it's retractable. He also said it, man. Appreciate you for that. And now I'm definitely going to find a way to make sure that my computer doesn't
blow up.
Yep. In terms of,
I'll tell you what, the stadium looks sick.
Yeah.
It's going to be on the short list of places to go.
Oh, 100%. It's right on the strip too. It's the old Tropicana. So if you know anything about the Trop, yep,
that's going to be crazy.
It is going to be nuts. Absolutely nuts. All right, I might kill us right here, but we'll find out. I'm seeing if we can. Tyree nowhere in sight. Raiders stuff. Y'all don't want to talk about it. Oh wow, yeah, my CPU cooking right now. I don't know what's going on. Oh, actually, I do know. I got like a million things. Free up memory. Yep. Let's see if we can get it to calm down a little bit. But don't worry
All right,
about that.
Casey. I knew you're deeply invested in this, so I'll tell you. The Lakers drafted Lachlan Olbrich, power forward from
Hey,
Australia.
Australia.
6'10". Yep. Lachlan Olbrich. The name everybody was waiting for.
Well, they got what they needed. They drafted in position for need.
Yep. Whether or
Right?
not he'll actually be able to play, not entirely sure.
No. A kid from Australia? Australia does not play basketball like that.
Not really.
Yeah, that's one thing. Yeah, Australia? Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah. If you're playing pro basketball in Australia, you're a long way from the NBA.
Long way.
Long.
An absolute long way. Yeah. It's not going to be worth it. Yeah, so for my TikTokers, man, I appreciate y'all. Honestly, I am so new to TikTok. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing with TikTok. I stream to it. I post tons of videos. I actually have a good, decent amount of followers for somebody that barely even looks at it. And I see that people are, sending these flowers, the Jimbo, and these, I'm sure there are all kind of cool perks. I appreciate it. I just want to make sure that I say thank you. I see it. And eventually I'm going to work this out to where I can start posting from TikTok as well in terms of the chat and all of that good stuff. It's all a work in progress, man. I'm flying the plane as I build it, as one of my old used to say. So, yeah, you got to bear with us. So who's the Raiders quarterback? That's what you want to know. You know who the Raiders quarterback? No, you probably don't. The Raiders quarterback is Geno Smith. Shout out to Geno. I think he's going to have a big year this year. He's playing indoors. All his numbers state when he plays indoors, it's his best work. I think they're going to find a way to protect him. I think they're going to get him the offensive line that he deserves. My problem is we don't have a number one wide receiver. So, we should have a decent running game. It will be running back by committee. I know a lot of people think we're going to run Janty into the ground, but that would be foolish. You got Raheem Mostert, you're paying him. He's averaging 5 yards a carry regardless of what you think about him, his health, etc. When the guy touches the ball, he's averaging 5. So, I don't know, man. I think Geno's going to have a great year. When he's got that kind of, my other issue and fear, too, is our secondary. Now that our off defensive line, right, with Wilkins having to have another surgery.
Oh, man, he went into the knife again?
Yeah, he's going. Well, I think he's done, dude. I know this sounds wild. People are going to be like, yo, no, what he's talking about? He's too young. Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just sick. I remember, I'm telling you, as soon as we started drafting all of those defensive tackles, you can go back and look. I'm like, something's wrong. Something's wrong. Why are we drafting so many D tackles? And now we know. And even when they didn't want to tell us, yeah, because they were like, oh, no, he's going to be fine. And he's not fine. And he's not, even if, you know what I mean? Even if he was not, fine and wasn't going to have surgery, guess what? He's still not going to be right because he hasn't gone through camp, which means what? Week 8 at best, we're going to get the best of him. You're going to come in working your kinks out through week 4. You're not going to be yourself by week 6. Like, it's weird.
Yeah. Short preseason. Missed all the OTAs.
body's not right, don't get it prepared. Yeah. You gotta hit. That's one scene, and that's the part that I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know. It's just a fine line that's tough. And you don't really know which way to go with it. I mean, Detroit, they seem to go with it the way I would. Dan Campbell is old school. He plays guys and they hit, right? I recall him having one of those shows where, I mean, the guy was basically crying because he was pleading to his team, trust me, man, I wouldn't have you guys out here hitting this early and often if the numbers don't tell me that that's how you stay protected. Because that's the truth. You have to condition yourself. There's no question about it.
True.
You don't go play. It's not like, in basketball, the conditioning is your actual real conditioning, meaning, your wind. That's way easier to get to as opposed to your conditioning in football. And that's being hit. Your body has to absorb that and figure out how to take that long term. You don't just do that overnight. So,
yeah. And then that's where you end up with all these guys slow to develop, slow to injuries.
Correct. And you are right, Jimbo. A very difficult one to get past. That's why, I mean, isn't it the same thing that freaking Tyree Wilson had, that John Lisfranc fracture or something like that? And I mean, look at Tyree Wilson. I mean, it's garbage. And we don't know if he'll ever do better than the expectation of what we currently have. It's a crapshoot. It really is. That injury is a crapshoot. It's and once you have it, there's no telling if you're ever going to be the same again, right? It's like tearing a hamstring, and that's your quality, your strength and speed. Tear a hamstring, dude, and you have to have surgery, then no one's really counting on you to come back. It's just not a hamstring. It's just not. Yeah, it's not. We're not talking ACL, MCL, things that absolutely are pretty much a thing of the past, and those things you can come back from overnight. I mean, you literally start working out the day after your surgery for ACL now, and I remember that used to be right. Remember back in the day, your career might be over with an ACL tear from back in the day. As opposed to now, they laugh at it. I mean, look at your guy. Stephon Diggs. This dude is out there running around like he's never had an issue.
Yeah. He just posted more video. He's on vacation. And he brought all his gear. He's training.
Yeah,
he's doing his thing.
Makes sense.
I will say this. I'm like, for all the stuff that people say about him, that dude is committed.
He is, and he balls. And that's the thing. I mean, you get what you pay for, in my opinion. In my opinion, you truly get what you pay for. In terms of Stephon Diggs. How old is he now? That's the only issue I have.
31.
He does not pass the rundown. He doesn't pass the rundown.
Rundown's an ageist, man. He's an ageist. He's an ageist.
Right.
I know it's a young man's world, but it's these guys, like, they're top athletes, man.
Right.
Look at Cheetah. Cheetah's out there burning people to the ground on the track. He's taking open challenges.
He is. He really is. He does not. Not even a little bit.
You gonna try and tell me that he's too old?
Right. That is hilarious. Jim is in the building out of Phoenix, man. Hey, I appreciate you for coming through, man. I love that you've been chopping it up with us. Looks like, you're you go blue. That sounds like Michigan, right? Anybody that says go blue means you're a Michigan fan. Red Wings fan, Detroit. I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Raiders.
Could be Giants.
He says Raiders, so yeah. I don't think that.
All right.
I don't think that he's a Giant.
So go blue is definitely Michigan. Man.
Michigan for sure. That's what's up, man. Well, hey, I really do appreciate you, Jimbo. Bam. Yeah, yeah, TikTok, y'all, it's grown. I mean, I used to think TikTok was the devil, right? They told us they're gonna take all your info. I I just and
They
plus
all do it.
they all do, and plus I'm just like it's another platform that I don't want to be bothered with, to figure out and deal with. But I gotta be honest, man. It's I love that, yeah, the way it's set up, and yeah.
The platform is built for video content.
Yeah,
It really is. It's
what I
optimized
mean?
for it.
Yes, yes, good. Yes, they did a good. I see why TikTok has blown. And I'll be first to admit I have not been on this platform since it started. I just started filming. I should not say that. I just started doing lives. Maybe 2 weeks ago, something along those lines. I've always posted shorts.
I got to get I have to go through and do some like questionnaire or something for TikTok to enable to be able to go live there. But yeah, I got to get that done.
Right. Yep.
And it sounds like I need to pay for the premium X membership.
Oh yeah,
it seems like that. Yeah, because that's where most of the bulk of our views are, right?
I know, right? Yeah, it's so wild, man. You should see it right now. It just consistently. I've never had anything less than 40 or 50 people from X.
Wow.
And when I've been consistent, it'll run over 100 easy. I don't know.
I will.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I'll say this: the easiest one to set up, is Twitch.
It is,
and nobody's there. Twitch is like the most user friendly of all of this stuff. And if you go through and scroll like what's actually live on Twitch, it's wild.
Right.
It is wild. I was like, really? This is what we got going on. It's like somebody's pool party.
Yep.
It's like a bunch of people playing video games. It's like tons of that.
Right.
Tons.
If
you're playing video games, you're probably on Twitch.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I see. It's video game heaven. There's no your
Fortnite,
Twitch
one hit shots.
Yep. I should be
not a lot of sports talk. Not a lot of sports talk on there.
No, definitely not a lot of sports talk. Not at all. But it's all good.
Yeah.
It is all good. I love TikTok. I'm gonna figure you out, TikTok. We're gonna have some fun. For sure. As soon as I can figure it out. There's just so much in this YouTube space, these content creation streets. Now that you say that, I am going to just dive into a tad bit. I'm starting to, you got all these wars, you got all this, right, vitriol with all these content creators back and forth. And at some point, it's like we got to get rid of the riffraff, right? I even think Tyler, the creator, he started saying not everybody should be capable of having, right, a YouTube space or, content creation. I am somewhat of agreement with that. But I think one quick way to really knock off all of the nonsense, you got to have at least a general education. How about you at least have a high school diploma? At least a high school diploma. Let's start there. Yes, my guy is still alive, and I'm good. I'm glad to see you, man. Death Pile Picker in the building. Salute Turf and Spence. I'm still alive. I'm about to post that up, man. It's good to see you, man. I have been wondering where you've been. There's a few guys, man. I get it. People start working, and you just don't have time as much. You know what I mean? And hey, that's why I tell you guys, hey, take a break, come back, because we're gonna always be here. Turf is gonna be here for the foreseeable future. As long as I'm 6 feet above ground, I'll be here. We will have hiccups, right? We will have some things, where I'll miss. I'm not perfect. No one's perfect, but yeah, Death Pile Picker, man. Good to see you, my guy.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna put that up in a minute. Where were we at? I was just saying. Yeah, I was talking about.
You were talking about the wars.
Yeah, and all these back and forth. Like,
the dark world of content creation.
Yes, man, it's so crazy, and I honestly just don't have the time for that type of drama. Don't get me wrong, I love some good drama, man, but it can be exhausting, especially when you're dealing with people that don't even have a high school education. That's how I'm gonna put it. That's how I'm gonna put it. People that don't even have a high school education. That's who you're fighting with. It's time to have a conversation, like people are saying. Yeah, so that's my 2 cents with it. There we go. Oh wow, Death Pile Picker in the building. 7 grandkids and the summer, plus a daughter getting married this weekend. Been keeping you away. Hey,
congratulations.
Exactly. Props to you, man. Congrats to the family. Yeah, celebrate, man. That's cool. That's good to hear. And hey, rightfully so. Be away. I'd be away too.
Yeah.
Got to enjoy your family while they're here, man. Absolutely. You got to enjoy the family while you're here, right? So
this is the slow time. This is the summer.
Exactly, man. There's nothing going on. We're just sports. We're just sports gluts, if you will. Like right. This is what we do. Doesn't matter if it's off season, if it's midweek 7, whatever season. This is what we like to do, man. So figured it'd be a good idea to just chop it up on the screen. Yeah, for you guys that don't know, Spence and I have been literally doing this for a decade now. Not on camera. Just not on camera.
So by the way, this looks like the draft is wrapping.
It is.
Yep.
Talk to us. What's popping? What are they
The Rockets with the last pick took Jemai Mashak out of Tennessee. Don't know who he is. 6'4", shooting guard. Salu Niang. I wonder if he's related to George Niang. No, probably not. Max Sugar.
Used to be our Bulls, that pile. I'm a Bulls fan too, man. I mean, I still am until my Vegas team gets ready, of course. I'm just waiting for my Vegas team.
The Bulls, by the way, drafted another Australian center, Rocco Zakarsky.
That's why Picker is saying my Bulls are sorry looking. We are. Yeah. It's horrible. It's horrible. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Not much you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta figure this out, man. TikTok is my new favorite. So while I'm saying that, if you guys haven't, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Both channels. Sports Title Town Talk, the Ultimate Raider Fan, right? All the other ones that you find wherever.
Titletown
Sports Talk. My bad. Yeah, I don't know why I keep switching that back and forth. But yes, hit both of us. Please, we need Spence to get just as many subs as I have, less the Raider fans. The Raider fans, leave them alone, right? We get it. But nah, it's a great rivalry, to be honest, right? Raiders Patriots, it's one of those that you got to look forward to, especially with all the back and forth, man. You have to. Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, and fitting that we're starting the year against each other. So we'll see what things look like.
I am
right out the gate.
Excited.
Out the gate.
I'm excited about that. That's the real deal. And yes, Jimbo, you are absolutely correct. Vegas is an amazing place. I cannot wait to live there. I will be moving there as soon as possible in terms of, this little rugrat that I own over here that wants to finish high school in Texas. So gotta let him finish out here in Texas, I guess, and see how it goes, man. See how it goes. We got another one in the building. Shout out Cole, Steelers fan here. Appreciate you for coming through, Cole. Hope you enjoy the show. Is that 11? Is that what's his name? That is now a Steeler. What number did Metcalf wear? He wore 14, I thought, right? Who's number 11? Lockhart? You a Steelers? You ex Steelers? I mean, ex Seahawks fan? What is that? I can't. Or is that actually you playing that somewhere? Cole, hook us up, man. Hook us up. Let us know. Love talking to cats that know ball. That definitely that play ball. Absolutely. Love talking to people that.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yep. Jeff, my guy is in the building. Salute Turf and Spence.
Going on.
I'm still, man. I'm trying, man. Where's Tabitha? You need to be at this game, Spence. Jeff's gonna be there, right? All of us are gonna be there. You have to come to this game. If there's one boys trip that I need to help get you on, let me know what I can do. This is the one. This is it. It's gonna be wild, man. It's gonna be wild. Check it out, Cole. You getting questions by others too, man. Because I've asked this question too already from Miss Casey that decided to not answer. She just wants to keep, trolling us. But that's an honest question for you Steeler fans. Seriously, that's an honest question. It's not a dig. It's not a, you know what I'm saying? It's really truly, what's the deal?
I think they got to be hoping for the best. They got to be hopeful.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. You have. I mean,
you got no choice. Like they did nothing, thinking that he was going to come to them, and he eventually did.
Right.
But he skipped OTAs. He skipped minicamp.
Right.
So now he's going into preseason without having any reps with the offense, any reps with the playbook. He's learning a new system again.
Yeah, I don't see how it works. I don't see how it works. I mean, I totally could be wrong, but that's why I asked.
And now he's got to throw to guys he doesn't know. You remember last year, it's like Rodgers sucks. Why don't we just go trade for every receiver that he's ever played with? Right?
Yep. So we did get it. Rodgers is old. I agree, my guy. See an objective Steelers fan. I love it. What do you think about your running game, too? How'd you feel about letting Najee Harris go? Who they picked up, though? They got that kid from Iowa. Yes. Oh, I don't even bother to answer that. It's not even worth it. Because I love that kid from Iowa that they got.
Yeah, he looks like he's legit.
He was in my top 5. 100%.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't even got to answer that one. Yep.
Yeah.
Cole said they should start Will Howard. Say word. Interesting. Wow. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if Howard were to win the job in preseason, which he's got just as good a chance as Rodgers at this point.
Right.
Right? I mean, Will's got a head start on him, so.
Yep. Oh, wow. So, yeah, Cole was not happy when they let go Harris. I can understand that because you're talking about a guy that I think he started to consistently have 1,000-yard seasons.
And he was pretty solid. I mean, you knew what you were getting with him, but I kind of understand it. You don't want to, you already put the mileage on the car.
Right.
Right? Are you going to, do you really want to, pay the second contract, or do you want to just go get another car?
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
I kind of get that logic, Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Najee was
the best. He was. He really was. I couldn't agree with you more. You're absolutely right. So
he was durable too. Like I don't
yes,
really remember him being injured. So
he didn't have a lot of injury issues. Nope, never. So
but I think you might be pleasantly surprised with this Iowa guy.
yeah, Johnson, I think his name. It's not Caleb Johnson.
Caleb
It is
Johnson,
Caleb
I think.
Johnson. Hey, that's why I said I even got that. It's an afterthought. It's a complete afterthought at this point because your guy is going to absolutely be Caleb Johnson.
And you still got Warren.
Yes, and actually, he was actually producing at times better than Harris was.
Yeah.
Yes, that is very true. I forgot about Warren. Warren is a stud, man. He's not just going to give that job up. Yeah, he's not going to just give that job up. So that's a good point, Spence. That's a great point, actually.
Yep. And you're absolutely right about Pickens. Like you did, just basically dump him.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Casey's got a question about the Raiders now.
Yeah, that was wild.
I thought it was past Casey's bedtime.
Yeah, Casey's. Yeah, she's got problems. Casey's got problems. Ask it. You're trolling. Yes, Jeff. Yeah, I know, Jeff. Sometimes I just put up with the trolls. I have no idea why.
Who's your designated moderator?
Yeah, I know, man. Sacktown. I haven't seen Sacktown in a while. Shout out to Sacktown, man. He is my actual moderator, my very first one, man. But I've been wishy-washy, as you know, Spence. I'm usually the one bothering Spence. Come on, man. We got to stay consistent. In these last 2 weeks, I have been nothing of the sort. I've been completely out. So, yeah.
That's the way Casey's
yeah, man. But yeah, Steelers is an interesting team. Yeah, I would be surprised if he does good too. Cole, I'm with you, man. I would be surprised. I don't know if you meant to say that or you meant wouldn't. I would be surprised if he did good though. You need camp. You need that gel with your receivers. He's done none of that unless they've just been doing all of that stuff under the covers and not letting us know. Right?
I actually don't think he's invested.
I don't either. I think he's just doing it for a check. What else is there to do? Honestly, I agree. I'm with you, Spence.
He was rolling through the motions last year with the Jets, and I don't think it's any different right now. I think it's even worse. I think the only reason that he signed is because I think they put the fire to him, right? They're like, either you're in now or you're never going to be in.
Yep.
And he's like, yeah, okay, I will come. I'm signing. Oh. We'll see.
Yep.
Yeah, make it past the first series, yeah.
I'm with you, Death. I'm with you, Death File. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting ride for the Steeler fans. I know quite a few Steeler fans, man. So, and I mean, again, it's another great AFC rival when it comes to the Raiders. The Raiders, Steelers, come on, guys. There's not many games more fire than that, especially the old school Giants. So,
yeah.
And
the Steelers are one of those teams that got fans everywhere.
Everywhere. And they show up. Trust me. We all know they showed up. Like wildfire in terms of coming to Vegas. Yeah, Vegas is obviously the hot spot for all teams. All of them. Every last one. When it comes to planning their vacations, man, we're not going to really ever have home field advantage. I've already come to grips with that. I don't know if other Raider fans have. But that's pretty much what we're dealing with, man.
The Raiders have tourist fans.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, we can't pack that stadium. We just can't. I mean, even with the maybe as we as we grow. You know what I mean? But right now, the real truth is they don't care about that. They just care about that money, man. That's all. I'm just gonna be honest. That's what the Raiders care about, and it's obvious. It went from what a couple $100 million to $6 billion. I'm not mad at you, Mark. I'm not, and he's putting his money where his mouth is. That's the other thing. He's actually producing. You know, like he went right. Chip Kelly is the highest paid offensive coordinator in the NFL.
Wow.
That's impressive. By double. He's the highest paid by double.
Yeah, that doesn't count against your cap.
So he's putting his money. He's not just taking the $6 billion and, you know what I mean, buying up more real estate. That's just not what he's doing.
Nope.
So
you guys got Pete Carroll as your head coach.
Again, he's not hiding the money, man. He's just not.
No.
He's absolutely using every bit of it.
You got a legit coaching staff.
A legit front office. I think he's doing all right, man.
Yeah, yep. I mean, the Raiders are another team that have fans everywhere. Like, if you guys get good again, like that's the thing is like you got to get good first,
right? And I don't like you saying if. When we get good again, Spencer, history repeats itself. Not if.
Yeah.
Not if.
Well, I mean, I know everyone's hoping for this year, just like the Patriots fans are all hoping for this year.
Right.
I mean, more realistically, we're probably talking about at least 2 years.
I agree. Minimum 2 years. I'm not looking. I
mean, where my upside projection for the Patriots is to make a wild card.
Right.
That's like if everything goes right next year.
Everything has to go right.
We hit a wild card, and then we probably get bounced in the first round by Mahomes or someone.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys hit last year.
Yes, you are right.
Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers he was the second best player in that draft. Period. You know, second best by far. I think we obviously all know it was.
Yep.
Right? The superstar over in Washington that's going to mollywop us week 3. I don't even want to see it. But we got such a great chapter in DC. So that's going to be good to see. There's a huge chapter in DC, a huge chapter in shameless plug New England. Shout out to Jeff, the president of the Black Hole New England chapter. That was fairly recent. Yep. So yeah, man, we're putting it together. Death Power, I think you're crazy. 8 wins, man. I don't see it. I think we're going to get 7 at best. I do think the ceiling is 8. But, yeah, I'm curious to see what 8 wins. Especially if they're going to, we got a rough schedule, too. That's the other thing. Our schedule is really, really rough, in my opinion. I don't see how I don't see how we come out of the first 3 weeks. You know?
You guys got. I mean, your division schedule is a gauntlet.
It's just gross.
Like that's like 1 win, maybe 2 wins, right?
Jeff, you
just in all honesty,
wins, Jeff. You're wild. You're wild, man. You are an optimistic, wild one.
Jeff, I want to know who your 11 wins are.
Exactly. I need to know. It sounds crazy to me.
Maybe we flip it over. Who are your losses?
Exactly.
You got 11 wins.
That means you only got 6 losses. I don't see us coming out of the division. You know what I mean?
Crazy. I'll tell you this: if you got 11 wins, that means you're probably second in your division.
Right.
So I want to know who in your division you're beating.
Right. And I just saw.
I don't. Denver is going to be a tough out this year.
Right.
I'm sorry. I know you hate the Donkeys.
I hate the Donkeys with a passion, but like you just said, it's both. It's both tough. Yeah.
They drafted another lockdown corner. Like, that team needed another good secondary player. Give me a break.
Right. That's wild. I see a Leia on TikTok. Shout out to Leia. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Send me two.
Yeah, y'all are crazy, man.
Yeah, dude. All right, so 3. I always do this in my division, just because it's kind of usually how it ends up being. 500, right? Splitting.
Correct.
3-3. Like, when was the last time you guys beat Kansas City?
Never. Like, yeah, it was the Christmas, right? And I mean,
Nick Wright talks
the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick Wright talks crap about Oakland all the time. I mean, Oakland, the Vegas.
Right. Cole is trying to start something. In my opinion, Shedeur Sanders should not be QB4. I couldn't agree with you more, sir. I think that's all a pile of a bunch of hogwash. I don't see any of those quarterbacks over there better than him, honestly. I mean, Flacco because of his veteran side. Pickett, please. Don't even get me started. And Gabriel, he doesn't even look like a quarterback. I don't know. And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Shedeur is going to come out and light it up. All I'm saying is, out of all the quarterbacks drafted this year, he was the most ready to have to play. But you still don't want him to play. I don't know. I agree. He is not 4 by any means. I don't even think he's 3. I honestly think he should be the backup. Why not?
I don't see them carrying 4 quarterbacks.
No. And the old guys are just for insurance so that you can just be manageable. Joe Flacco is not. I mean, although obviously we all saw what he did. Shout out to Joe Flacco. I'm not, that wasn't, no fluke. I mean, the guy has a chip, right? Doesn't Flacco have a Super Bowl ring?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So
Baltimore Raven.
Exactly. So, I mean, you got to give that man his respect. The University of Delaware, too. That's where he played his college ball. And the FCS. Shout out to Delaware. But, yeah, it's definitely a problem. I think that's why they picked all those quarterbacks, too. I mean, they know they got an issue. And all the money they spent when it comes to Mr. Watson, it's just money down the drain. I mean, he's never going to become anything that he was remotely, looking like in terms of that Texans. That'll never come back. Yep, Trent Dilfer, same team. And the reason I know this is because Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl. And guess who the backup quarterback was during that time? My quarterback, T. Banks. Shout out to Tony Banks. That's my quarterback, as in my Terrell.
Tony's got a Super Bowl ring.
Yes, he does. He's got a fat one, too. I'll never forget me and my boy Terrence. Another Terrence. Shout out to my man Terrence Sims, T. Sims. All-American cornerback out of OU. Yeah, T. Sims was cold. That boy can still probably run a 4.3 40, and he old. But, yeah, we all linked up at one of these sushi spots down in Austin, and he was rocking the big Super Bowl ring. It was pretty dope. I wear that thing every day, man. You couldn't tell me nothing with a Super Bowl ring. You couldn't tell me nothing, man. I don't care how I earned it. I could have been the janitor, bro. I got a Super Bowl ring. I earned it. I cleaned up after everybody to make sure they was able to get out there. Like, yeah, I'd be proud. I'm sorry. I just would. Yeah. But that's kind of what happens when you don't win in life.
Wasn't Banks the starting quarterback going into that season?
He might have been. Yeah, it's very possible.
I feel like Dilfer took over like mid-season or something.
It's possible, and it could have been that it was an injury issue too, right? Because I'm telling y'all right now, that was, and my cousin, man, it's so wild how these conversations come up. But my cousin, we were having this conversation today, and he explained to me that he'll never forget when I came home from college the first time. And I realized that, oh, I understand real talent now, right? Because again, right, Spence, you understand, coming from the Northeast, even in the big states like New York, you still don't get the props that you would expect or should have dealing with the South, dealing with California, right? Even the Midwest, right? The Ohios, right? The Michigans. It's tough to get your just due. And yeah, man, it's CT, man. I have a soft spot for it. I really do, man. And yeah, that's just that. Watson is washed. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, Tony Banks, man, I'm telling y'all right now, that's when I knew I wasn't going to the league. I was like, this dude, something's not right. And then, I mean, I can go on and on. I mean, Darnay Scott, E.J. Watson that played at Colorado State. Corey Dillon. Shout out to Corey Dillon, another the expatriate. Like, I'm just letting y'all know, man. And that was just the junior college and going to California from Connecticut and like shaking in my boots. Like, there's no way. There was a lot of people I had to beat out for my position. And trust, I'm telling you the truth. I know for a fact half of that was just me being scared out of my life because I didn't want to not be able to play football anymore. You know what I mean? And I'm already at junior college, just the bottom of the barrel in my mind. Even though I didn't even have to go there, I could have went right UMass, UConn. Those were the FCS teams and what I was offered. But yeah. I know I'm talking a lot when it comes to this stuff, but I have a special place though in terms of
took you down memory lane.
Yeah, it did, and I'll never forget realizing, dude, I'm not an NFL player, and sure I may have made it, and I'm not saying that meaning I gave up. That's not what I mean. It's just when you see talent, ladies and gentlemen, you just know it. I can't explain it. You see it, you know it. And it ends your dreams immediately effectively when you realize it. Especially the ones that don't even have to work at it. Those are the ones that burn you up. I'll never forget it, dude. Herman Moore from Louisiana. He actually started out at San Diego State. Had grade problems, had to come to junior. The biggest hands on a man I've ever seen in my life. He played tight end. Big Herm. I have stories for days of the specimen of people I saw then, including the ones that I'm seeing right now. Right now, I'm waiting because we're still in the middle of regionals. But shout out to my little crumb boy, Trayson James, doing this thing out there on this track and field. Ladies and gentlemen, this kid had to run up against a 6'2", lean, mean, probably about 170, 180, 13-year-old machine today in the 400. First time we ever saw the kid. I mean, just seeing this kid alone, you're already shook. You know what I mean? Your confidence is already, he's literally a foot taller than you, and his birth certificate is the same. You're doing this. Hey, what's going on? I hadn't met you before. His district. Bro, it's wild. It's wild. Like, the people you see out there, there's a whole bunch of athletes. It's just, I don't know any other way to explain it. I've been very fortunate to see a lot of wild stuff. Even talking about my girl, shout out to my girl, Kennedy Fuller. I stay talking about Kennedy. The most competitive person I've ever met in my life. Hands down. She was at the age of 6. I'll never forget it. And I mean, there's a reason she's the youngest woman professional soccer player ever. The girl had an apartment in LA at like 16, 17 years old, playing for the FC team. Go Google her. She's Googleable, all that good stuff. I got her card over here somewhere. I got a sports card. But man, I've been blessed to see a lot of real serious sports talent. I mean, the list, dude, the Tackets. Everybody sees this new UFC BJJ thing. All of the dudes that's ruling that right now, that's who I rolled with. That's how I earned my black belt. Y'all are about to see the most disruptive group of BJJ dudes that have ever walked planet Earth, and that they started with us. Team Rabati, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai. Andrew already won welterweight, I want to say, the first welterweight BJJ UFC belt ever. That event just went on. I'm telling y'all, I've just been blessed. I've been super, super blessed. So as far as being around these specimens, so I know when I see, it's easy for me to see. It's not as easy for a lot of other people, but it's easy for me to see when, that dude, he's going to be something. Yep. Somebody asked about Golden. That's one right there. Barring no injuries, yep, that dude. You ever watch him run routes? Like,
it's good.
It's so smooth. It's like butter. It reminds me, dare I say it, Jerry Rice. I know, boo me the whole nine, but it literally reminds me of Jerry Rice. Like the way he runs in and out of cuts and how smooth it is and you can't really see it. I don't know. Maybe I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, but yeah. And yes, Jaden Daniels is a stud. I mean, he's the best quarterback. He's the best player out of that draft. Hands down. No question. Yeah.
Turf, we were on him last year.
Yes, we were all over Jaden Daniels.
I wanted Daniels. You wanted Daniels.
Yep. So great question, Death. So my last year of high school, shout out to Coach Stan Holmes. Born and raised in San Diego. My last year, he was my position coach as a running back. He's a running back, and he knew all of my options. And he's like, don't go there. My old coach is still there at JUCO. You know, you'll keep your eligibility. I didn't have grade problems, so I could leave right away. And you know, he said, you're going to get way more offers. Trust me. And sure enough, I was like, sounds great to me. Let's go. And everybody's like, wait, hold up. You had a scholarship here. Wait, you could have went there. You're a drummer. You had a full ride to Berkeley School of Music. Like, why are you going to junior college and paying? Because I was obsessed and in love with football. So that's what I did. And that's exactly what I did for myself. I earned myself a scholarship. I had several of them. And you asked the question, you know, how did I choose Montana State? The honest truth is because I knew that after I saw Tony Banks, I wasn't going to the league. I swear to God, I knew I wasn't going to the league. And I always roomed with the right people so that I had all of the coaches, all of the, recruiters in the back of my hand. I was answering all the phone calls from everybody going someplace. So I had a full ride to Idaho, San Diego State, obviously Montana State. There were quite a few others. And the one that I got from Idaho, the dude said, look, you did what you said you were going to do. So here's your scholarship. But by the way, we got Sheridan May, who's the starter, and behind him, this little dude called Joel Thomas that just so happens to bench 420 pounds and run a 10-240. I mean, a 10-100. So, yeah, sure, you can battle with them. You know what I mean? So, this is 1994, Death Pile. So, do I really want to go to San Diego State after Marshall Falk? Really lit that on fire? Do I really want to go there and hear about how terrible I am compared to Marshall Falk? So these were the things that were happening. But again, I already had the inclination that this, even if I did get to my dream, it was going to be short lived because I was having injuries. And dude, I'm 5'8", 205 pounds. You know, I'm literally Emmitt Smith. That's another reason why he is an anomaly, a superhero. That's a whole nother time and discussion because people have no idea what Emmitt Smith is. But yeah, but that's what happened, man. And last but not least, and it's obviously proof in the pudding because it's what I do for a living and how I met Spence. I graduated with my degree in computer science. I knew I was gonna, have that in my back pocket. All the other schools I just mentioned, just go look at their engineering programs. So I actually did use my brain. I actually did go to school and actually go to school for school and not the other way around, trying to play football. So that's how I chose Montana State, man. That's how I got there. That's a great question. I appreciate it.
Definitely wasn't for the weather.
I mean, yeah, it definitely was not for the weather. That's, again, a whole nother conversation. My guy, Real Talk Raider Nation in the building. Appreciate you for coming through, my guy. What's good, fellas? Turf. You hear the hot news. Jacoby Myers rated number 1 in the league per my underground source. Hey, that is funny, man. That is
trolling
funny.
You, man.
That is funny. Man, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting. Real talk. That's 805 in the building. Appreciate you for coming through, my guy. Absolutely. Yes, I'm telling you, Death Pile. There's no way. There's no way, bro. I'm telling you, we're here. Hook 'em. We are out here. We got to see him live up close, front and personal a few times. I'm telling you right now, that kid in Green Bay.
He came out of nowhere. Dude. He came out of nowhere. He was not. Isaiah Bond was the guy everyone talked about.
Bond was the dude. And he just kept getting better and faster and better and faster and better.
Bond got injured and Golden just took over.
Yep. And you see it. You see it, man.
Somebody snuck out of their bedroom.
I see it. See, so now, hey, Cole says Jacoby Myers is in my top 10. Cole, we got to have this conversation. Your top 10 of what? Like, no, look, so, Cole, we got to keep it a bean here. So when we had Devontae, right? When we had JJ, Josh Jacobs, right? I mean, we had a tight end room that was crazy even before Bowers in some instances, right? So, but what I want you to think about, Cole, is how can you say he's in your top 10 of anything, really? Because he's not even a tier 1 wide receiver 2, let alone a tier 1 wide receiver 1. He's not even a tier 1. There are many other starting number 2 wide receivers that you would and should pick over Jacoby Myers, period, in my book. And one of the main reasons is because regardless of the quarterback that he actually had the shot at being number 1. And I don't think he produced accordingly. And on top of the fact, he's never produced that number 2 as a tier 1 number 2, like the kid from
he had over 1,000 yards last year.
Just that, right? But that 1 year,
it's his first. Honestly, it's his first shot where he got attention. He got the ball.
True.
That much.
True.
But all right, so you're saying he's not a tier 1 wide receiver 2.
He's not.
Who are the tier 1 wide receiver 2s?
See, Brandon Ayuk was one of the spots I would go to first and foremost. Then I would go to
I'd say he's wide receiver 1. He's
I
not
know,
a 2.
but he was wide receiver 2 as far as the 49ers are concerned. I would say that Debo was the number 1 option before he was. I would even say Kittle's might.
I would have thought. I would say Ayuk, I think, took over a couple of years ago.
But. I think he's listed as a number 2. Let's put it that way. And that's why I would use him. And that's why I'm saying I did this before, and then it started to resonate. Like when it came to the real number 2s in the NFL. I'm trying to think of another number 2. I'm gonna have to go to my list. Yeah.
Well, T. Higgins, I would say.
Again, he was another one. I said there's no question. He's a
T. Higgins. Oh God, T. Higgins is arguably a wide receiver 1. He's like a 1A and 1B.
Said he's better than Tyreek. You're crazy, Cole. You're crazy. See, that's what I'm saying. You were being objective. Now that sounds like bias there, because we all know there's no way you're going to take. You're not taking Jacoby Myers.
I think he's being sarcastic.
I hope so. I
see the sarcasm.
Right, but T. Higgins is one. Who's the wide receiver on the Cleveland? On the Detroit Lions. It ain't St. Brown, because if it's St. Brown, obviously I'd take him over Jacoby Myers any day of the week.
Yeah, exactly. Who is their second wide receiver?
Jameson, I'd take him over Jacoby Myers any day of the week. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, so we can keep going.
I'll be objective about this though. Jameson also went over 1,000 last year, so he's on that tier. But
correct,
like he just broke out last year too.
Correct.
Debo's no longer on the 49ers.
I know. Oh, the 49ers.
He's a wide receiver 2 now.
Correct, because he's with McLaren unless they don't sign him. And we're hearing that there's problems with getting him signed. Hell, if we can get him, that's game over. If the Raiders get McLaurin from the Commanders, that's game over. That sets our offense up.
You know what's funny is they talk about the Patriots trading for him,
trying to get him.
It's like every team that needs a wide receiver is acquiring McLaurin.
There you go. Yep. Nope. Absolutely, man. That it makes sense. Oh wow, Death Bond. Oh, I didn't like Bond. Okay. Well, with the problems he has, I don't like him either. I mean, obviously, he didn't even get drafted. But if you're going to talk about on the field, Death Pile, nah, you got to go look at that tape, brother. Bond was it. He was that dude. He was that
player, man.
He was that guy. He just had the off the field issues. Yep.
I don't know. All right, so
yeah, let's keep going
back through it. Like, who else?
Yep, I was going to go to my.
The list is going to get pretty thin, pretty quick.
Well, let's go team by team. Like who's
the Rams have got Puka Nacua,
dude. There's no way.
And Devontae Adams,
and there's no way I'm taking.
But both those guys are
they're ones. They are exactly. They are ones. I'm not gonna lie.
Right. I mean, Cooper Kupp is up in Seattle now, but he's probably on that team. He's probably a 1, and JSN's probably a 2.
Yeah, I would. That team is not suitable.
And JSN's better than your guy, but he's not that much better than him. Jacoby is. Jackson Smith and Jigba and Jacoby Myers are kind of the same guy. They do the same thing.
Yes. I agree. Okay, let's see.
So I'm thinking about who else you've got. Like, I guess Tampa Bay has 2.
Dude, I'd take George Pickens as a number 2 over Jacoby.
Yeah, Pickens was a 1.
Talents. But that's what I'm trying to say. You have him and Metcalf. Who, if you're gonna make one of those a 2, I'm taking that 2 over Jacoby.
Okay, that's fair.
That's what I'm trying to say. When you go to teams and the tandems that they have, it's hard to put Jacoby as a top number 2. It's hard.
Yeah, but I mean that's like what 4, 5 teams.
We can keep going.
It's gonna thin out real quick. Jacoby's right there.
I mean, at the bottom,
It's not. We've named 4 or 5 teams. Like,
right?
all
That
right,
we got to keep naming teams. That's why I'm saying.
all right. Let's see.
Name some
Like,
good teams. Let's name some good teams. I mean, Green Bay. Now you can't say that. I mean, even they never really had a number one either. Not if you think Dobbs. They have flashes of greatness. Yeah, let me go to the NFL roster. I'm going to the NFL.com and I'm gonna look at the conferences and I'm gonna go through team by team and start to remember who is their number twos. Yeah, because we have this conversation all the time. Yes. And from all the Texas games, I can understand why you would say that, Death Pile. It's the route running for me. I'm not gonna lie. Even Bond didn't have that smoothness, and he had more grit. They're different players. They're just different players. Yeah, it's hard to. They're different players. Yes, Chicago, absolutely. Chicago and the Jets. They're the number one teams for ruining quarterbacks. Number one. They're 1A and 1B. I don't even know who comes.
don't forget about Cleveland.
Cleveland is a close second. Yeah, close third, if you will, obviously. That's a good point. All right. No, thanks. I'm trying to get to the team. Here we go. Standings. All right. So the Bills. Who's the number two on the Bills? Is it the young rookie? He's no longer rookie, Keon.
Keon,
and who is the number?
I guess Keon Coleman is the number 2 on that team.
Let's see what that's looking like.
And I would take Jacoby over Keon.
He's a rookie though. I mean, he's
second year now, but I would still take.
Who do you think had the better rookie season? It's not going to be Jacoby.
Jacoby didn't. Jacoby was undrafted, dude.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like your point. These are all.
Keon couldn't even run a route last year, dude.
Yeah, but
he was absolutely useless for like 12 games. He was just running out there, like running.
I mean,
he finally started to pull it together at the end of the season, but
view all team stats. China. We're gonna work this one out today because I've had Mac Hollins. See, it's because now they got people have switched around. Mac Hollins and Curtis Samuel. What is this? This is a specific game.
Yeah, Mac Hollins is on the Patriots now, and
I know.
Yeah, I don't even think he's a wide receiver 2 for us.
Nah, because he's not a well wide receiver. Let me see. Baltimore. No, Baltimore. I picked certain. No, we already went through the Bengals. The Texans. Nico Collins, and then who's behind him? Tank Dell. I mean,
Tank Dell's cooked.
Well, because of the injury. But who else would be there?
They had Steph Diggs last year. He's gone. They drafted a wide receiver this year.
Right, but what I'm saying is with Stephon Diggs and Nico Collins, you taking Jacoby over both of them?
Well, I mean, Steph Diggs is the wide receiver 1 for the Patriots now. So
no, I know, but what I'm saying is when he was with the Texans, are you taking? No. That's what I'm saying. So
I would take Tank Dell over him too, but
bingo. So that's what I'm trying to say. So we've already established that there's like 5 teams already that have better number twos. We've already established that. But we're going to keep going because I think we're going to find more. Kansas City, they're garbage.
Their 2 would have been they said Rashee Rice and
I'm not a believer in Rice.
The other Texas receiver.
Not it starts Worthy.
But Worthy's probably was there too.
But he's not. Yeah, I'll pass.
And
the Chargers, they only got McConkey, but I'd take McConkey over. I would take him over Jacoby, but he's a number 1. I mean, they've been using him as a one. That's what I'm saying. But he's not a real number one. See, now you see my point. Now you see my point. It was real easy to say, oh, no, McConkey's a number one. Even though we know he's not, we can't do the same thing with Jacoby. And he just showed
McConkey had one of the best seasons of any rookie at wide receiver ever.
I agree. And that's why we easily jump. I'm just proving my points, hopefully. Hopefully I'm proving my points here. I don't even know who the Chargers have as a number one or two, as you know, based on what they have. But anyways, let's move to the Donkeys. The Donkeys, Sutton. Who's the guy next to him? Because Sutton, I think, would be considered the number two, right?
No, Sutton's the one for the Donkeys.
Who's their number two?
Number two is Mims, I think.
See, I don't even know. I don't know who that is.
Exactly.
That's from
he's the kid from Oklahoma, Marvin Mims, I think.
But yeah.
He was not good.
No.
He's one of those dudes. He's just a project. He started to come into his own last year.
Correct. Nope, you're absolutely right. Marvin Mims, yeah. It's only 3 year. They you got they don't really have. Yeah. But I mean, I kind of knew that.
All right, here we go. I got your list for you. Like these guys are pretty legit. This is a pretty legit list. T. Higgins.
Yeah.
Jalen Waddle.
Oh God, yes.
Devonta Smith.
Of course, there's no question.
Jordan Addison.
Duh.
Pickens.
Bingo.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Okay, yep.
All right. And they had Josh Downs ahead of him, but Jacoby Myers is next on that list.
Right. But that's how many people down the list. And all I'm saying is
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, that's their list. I could still keep going, right? Because I already told you the other ones that aren't on that list that I already said. We already went Detroit. I already told you I'm picking either one of those wide receivers over Jacoby, right? And they weren't on that list.
Yep.
Right? Minnesota, they were on the list. Green Bay, I'm going to leave that alone. Chicago, again, I got to leave that alone. Definitely not doing it with Tampa Bay. That's not even, you just skip that altogether with Godwin and, right, Mike? Come on, man. Atlanta even. Doesn't Atlanta have 2 pairs? They got 2 good ones?
Technically.
See, and I'm saying you're gonna say
I would not take him over Jacoby Myers though. I would not.
Okay, we'll leave it off the list. Carolina off the list. New Orleans, they fell down. You know, obviously we already said the Rams. You're definitely taking the Rams.
Although I will say this, New Orleans they got bit by the injury bug.
Correct.
Rashid Shaheed.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, 100%. But
because they got Olave too. Olave, Shaheed, and they were both injured last year.
You're just making my points for me, honestly, in my opinion.
But, I mean, you're talking about. I mean, all of these guys that I mentioned are legit.
I agree. Arizona. Who's Arizona? Because I know they got
It's Marvin Harrison.
Bro, so you got to admit my point is a little bit made here.
Marvin Harrison had a good year last year. He was a rookie. He was not better than Myers last year.
Well, of course not, because he wasn't playing number one either.
No, he was playing number 2, just like Jacoby Myers.
No, Jacoby Myers was number 1 in the second half of the season.
Okay, I mean he went into the season as the 2 though.
I agree. But you see my point.
I totally agree with you. Jacoby Myers is not a guy that can run as the X. He can't be that guy. He's not.
Right.
He's a complimentary receiver.
Right.
And he's best suited. He actually works best as a 2, or he can run in the slot.
Drake and Mooney. Shout out to my guy Severe, the Raiders syndicate in the building. Dude, all I'm saying is I rattled off enough solid number 2s that would be an upgrade from Jacoby.
Dude,
and what my
you're gonna sit here and tell me you would take Mooney over Jacoby Myers?
No, that's a stretch.
All right.
That's a stretch.
All right. At least we're agreed.
Well, Fields, and again, to Severe's credit, Fields, I mean, he's a ruined quarterback. Fields is a ruined quarterback, and it's kind of tough to deal with a wounded, ruined quarterback, right? Don't get me wrong. I mean, Bowers did
Mooney had a decent first year in Atlanta, but he's just like a deep threat. Like, he's not somebody that's gonna carry the day.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yep. No, I agree. And you're right. Real talk. He is a bad man. But I think I've stated my point. And all I'm saying is, at the time, we were trying to upgrade our offense. You can't upgrade Devontae Adams. There was no reason to upgrade Josh Jacobs, tight end. The only other position to upgrade was number 2 wide receiver. So when I was looking at it, this was back when Ayuk was doing well. He had 1,200 yards that season and was clearly, And I'm like, that's one of them until shout out to Chris, Protect the Shield. He was the one that brought it to my attention that, he may not be a good locker room piece. And then that's when I started to, look into that a little bit more. And that's when it's not worth trying to upgrade your number 2 with the potential locker problem. So that's why I backed off of that.
Dude held out for his bag, got his bag, didn't come to camp in shape, and then got injured.
Who is me? So bad.
It's like, how can you do that? You're out there trying to get your money,
right?
And you're not working out.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
no sense at all. But
yeah, and as soon as they get the opportunity, they're going to move off him.
Oh, 100%.
As soon as they can drop him cold, it's going to happen. I'm just, all you San Francisco fans out there, just know it's coming.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen.
Shanahan will do him dirty.
Right. Yeah, Shanahan's done a lot of players dirty. So I agree. I don't know how that's going to work out.
No, it's not going to work out well for him.
I
hope he had a ton of guaranteed money in there, because
he's going
to be out.
Going to be out working for McDonald's.
And I hope he put the time in and got himself right for this season.
Right.
Because if he comes into camp again out of shape, Shanahan's going to destroy him.
Done. Dunsey. Game over. Out of here.
They're already talking about wanting to give Pearsall his work. So
yeah, Ricky Pearsall, he was balling. That was the kid that got shot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the kid that got shot, came back and was balling. Like, yeah.
Took him a little bit, but he got going.
He got going. He definitely did get going. Wow.
And I mean, the dude literally survived a gunshot.
Yes.
Like, point blank.
Yes. It doesn't make sense. To the chest. Like, yo.
Yeah. Just going to the pharmacy. Like, welcome to San Francisco.
Yeah.
Watch out in Union Square in San Francisco.
Yeah, right. He's living right in some kind of way. He has to be for whatever is blessing him.
Kirk Cousins should have been.
Cole. Kirk Cousins should not have been QB1 last season. I agree. It should have been. They should have just went with the rookie. Yeah, but don't get me wrong, because I already know. I can hear Leo now. Boy, if Leo, Severe, don't tell Leo to come over here. God, good gracious, he will start on this Kirk Cousins thing not being a good quarterback, and it's just going to be too much for Turf. Don't you tell him. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, Kirk Cousins is like statistically the 15th, best quarterback of all time, statistically.
Yeah, he's got great numbers.
That's what I'm saying. His numbers are through the roof. So
he just doesn't win. He doesn't win in the playoffs.
Bingo. And I get a lot of shit for that. So
it's like Aaron Rodgers.
But he did at least get one. Or does he have two?
No, one.
He's just got one.
Let's not get over our skis here. He got one.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
I really don't like Rodgers because for like a good number of years I had to listen to after Peyton Manning was gone, people talking about how Rodgers was better than Brady.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. We all know that.
Rodgers was never better than Brady. Never. Not in his wildest dreams.
Yeah, I agree. It's not even close.
Not even in his Super Bowl year was he better than
Brady. Nope. Dude, Brady is the GOAT for me for the reasons that people just completely dismiss, and that is the lack of everything that he had. He didn't excel anywhere. He didn't have a strong arm. He couldn't run. He wasn't like all of his measurables in the toilet. Am I lying? There was nothing you were.
I will say the like stuff about the arm strength is a little bit over exaggerated, but I mean you can go watch some of the films. I mean I've seen him stick balls in 45 yards down the field.
Yeah, but it's 45 yards. He's not a chucker that can chuck it 80 yards. That's what they mean by arm strength.
Dude, I mean Paul George, those guys like aren't good quarterbacks.
Right.
It's like the dude that can drive a ball 500 yards. It's like, but can he chip? Can he putt?
Right.
Paul George, could throw it out of a stadium. But
True.
would I give him the ball ever? No.
No, I agree.
Right? Like the guy we just traded to Dallas, like he can throw the ball out of the stadium. Would I ever trust him with a series? No. I would not.
No, I agree.
But I mean, you look good against the Bills' second team, so good luck.
Good luck with that one, right?
Hey, he will impress people in Dallas. I'm sure.
100%. Yeah, he'll do his thing. He will definitely do his thing. Hold on, I got one from Real Talk. Once I get it over here, man, I swear I can't wait to figure some of this stuff out. I just don't have the time, man. Jesus, I wish I had more time.
Yeah.
What's happening?
And the other thing about Rodgers is he had basically 4 Hall of Fame wide receivers?
Right.
Over the course of his career?
Right.
What Hall of Fame wide receiver did Tom Brady throw to?
Right.
Other than Randy Moss.
Exactly.
Who, when he had Randy Moss, I think Randy Moss still has the record for touchdowns in a season.
Yes.
For a wide receiver.
He does. So real talk, I'm a Gator fan, and I knew Pearsall was going to be a stud in the league. And I didn't know you were a Gator fan. Yep.
I saw that boy coming too. Yeah, he was.
Everybody did.
He was telegraphed.
100%. 100%.
I knew. Yeah, I mean, you could see it.
Yeah. Well, I hate to be the Debbie Downer, but believe it or not, I have to drive back to San Antonio tomorrow morning. Woohoo! Oh, wow. Lucky me. So it has been a shorter rendition because we meaning me, Terrence is an idiot today and didn't get everything set up like I was supposed to. But normally this is actually the time that we stop. 10:30, right? 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So don't worry, we're gonna make it up, man. And we had plans to make up the last one that we had missed, but again, I got sick. I got messed up. So, but don't worry, we are going to continue to do this regularly, and hopefully I don't miss for the rest of the year. That's one of my goals. No more missing. I mean, obviously my dad, that just shook me up a little bit. Because believe it or not, normally things like that, I'm right back at it the next day, man. But I just needed some time to reflect there. And, it's still fresh. It's still there. It's still a lot to go through. Still got to go back and, help moms finish digging through stuff. And, my dad was a freaking glut for computers. So want to make sure I don't just ship them off and, not make sure they're cleaned properly, all that good stuff. But yeah, I promise, man, we're going to get this thing together. Tell the people where you are, Spencer, and when you're going to start your show. We got to pressure Spencer on his show, guys, because
I'm at Titletown Sports Talk on every platform.
Yep.
Right now, all we have is Dead in the Water Thursdays.
Yes, sir.
I will get my show going at some point. I have to get it started though. So Terrence got me going here because forced consistency on me.
Yeah,
right?
and I am going to help you. We'll do the any of the stuff that you need. That's for yourself. You know what I mean? And when you want to bring other guests on, right, using stream, all that stuff, I will definitely help with. Because like I said, I'm the whole traveling is winding down. I'm not going to all the Raider games like I used to. I mean, I'll probably I may go to like 4 or 5 this year. But I got a long gymnastics season coming up. Shout out to my GGs, my Gopher girlies. Yeah. And, you'll see everything, our usual shows and stuff. It's the off season, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody's trying to figure out what to talk about. Right? Waiting for the season to start.
Waiting for the preseason.
Exactly. Waiting for preseason. So, but yeah, good show, man. Good show.
Yeah.
So I guess
we always getting back to the football.
I know.
Even on NBA draft night, on our way back to it.
Hey, that's not our fault though. In all honesty,
yeah, it's true.
That's the NBA's fault. It shouldn't be that way. It should be so salacious that we just can't talk about football. We gotta talk about what's going on. They epically failed. They failed. So
yeah, we could talk about the 6th round of an NFL draft and all the players in that 6th round, but we don't even know who the players in the 2nd round of the NBA draft are.
Bingo. Terrible. So terrible.
5 cats from Australia getting drafted. Like, what's going on?
Australia.
It's Australia.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Yeah. All right. Well, till the next time, ladies and gentlemen, and as you know how we get out of here. Hook 'em.
Hook 'em.
Decomposing your big